Welcome to the 12-Minute Leadership Podcast, where in 12 minutes or less, I'll share small things that you can put into immediate practice that will make a big difference in your leadership effectiveness. I'm your host, Elise Boggs-Morales, leadership professor, consultant, and coach. For the last 17 years, I have helped thousands of leaders level up their influence and achieve remarkable results. If you want to trade compliance for true commitment and create your dream team, you are in the right place. Get ready for a quick hit of practical wisdom to increase your team's engagement, inspire top performance, and retain your best talent. Ready to level up your influence and get better results? 12 minutes starts now.
Hi everyone, Elise here. Welcome to episode 15. Today I'm talking about the best training for leaders and teams that I've come across in my 17 plus years as a leadership consultant and coach. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of good trainings out there, but Core Strengths gives you the most value by giving you insights about yourself and others and providing you with tools that are practical and easy to implement. The content of other leadership trainings are great, but they usually only hit on one aspect of leadership development. So you would have to fill the gaps with a series of other separate trainings to hit everything you need. Sometimes those different trainings don't always complement each other, so you end up with a bunch of random tools that don't always integrate well. I have also found that many leadership trainings are very theoretical and easily forgotten because they are complicated when it comes to practical application. Core Strengths is practical and something you can apply right away and get results within a relatively short amount of time. One of the greatest challenges facing organizations is creating an effective leadership development strategy. Let me take some of the guesswork out for you and share 5 reasons why Core Strengths is the best training for leaders and teams. If this is your first time hearing the term Core Strengths, I encourage you to go back to episode 12 of the podcast for the Read the Room series. It will give you some context for the conversation we're having today. So let's get started. Reason number 1, Core Strengths reveals what truly motivates people. Most leadership training skims the surface. It teaches skills or techniques, but Core Strengths goes deeper. It shows you the why behind people's behavior, and it introduces the 3 core motives: people, performance, and process. People, as you'll remember, are those who value relationships and harmony. Performance are those who are driven to achieve and get results, and process, those who want accuracy, structure, and order. When leaders and teams understand these motives, they can see why someone reacts the way they do. It's like switching on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, conflict makes sense, collaboration makes sense, and leaders can stop guessing and start leading with clarity. Reason number 2, it improves communication instantly. Here's the truth. Most communication breakdowns happen because we're speaking in our own language, not in the language of the other person. Core Strengths equips leaders to read the room and adjust their message. With the people-motivated person, you lead with stories and connection. With performance-driven people, you cut to results. With a process-oriented person, you provide detail and structure. This skill alone transforms meetings, presentations, and one-on-one conversations. Teams stop talking past each other and start listening and responding with intention. Reason number 3, it prevents and navigates conflict. Let's be honest, conflict is inevitable in leadership. The question isn't if it will happen, it's how you'll handle it. Core Strengths is brilliant here. People's motives inform their potential conflict triggers. Those with the people motive could be triggered by decisions that don't consider the impact on people. Those with the performance motive could be triggered by delays due to indecision and overanalyzing. Those with the process motive could be triggered by being given last-minute assignments with a quick turnaround. When leaders and teams understand these dynamics, they can spot conflict triggers early, adjust their approach, and prevent small issues from exploding into big ones. It's like having a roadmap for navigating the hardest moments at work. Reason number 4, it builds stronger, more trusting teams. Leadership isn't about being the smartest person in the room. It's about creating an environment where others can bring their best. Core strengths training fosters a culture of mutual understanding. Team members see not just what they each contribute, but also what they value. That awareness builds empathy, and empathy builds trust. When teams train in core strengths, you see walls come down. People stop assuming the worst and start appreciating the differences. That shift alone boosts engagement, loyalty, and collaboration. The insights you gain through core strengths depersonalizes differences because you realize others aren't out to get you. They just have a different way of looking at the world. If you can recognize that, you can often leverage the differences to complement one another. And reason number 5, it creates immediate practical application. I've seen a lot of trainings where leaders walk out inspired, but a week later, nothing changes. Core strengths is different because it's practical. Leaders walk away with a clear picture of their own motives, a shared language for their team, and tools to tailor communication in real time. It doesn't sit in a binder on a shelf. It shows up in the next meeting, the next feedback conversation, the next decision-making session. And because of that, leaders see a return on their investment right away in better conversations, stronger relationships, and faster results. And here's a bonus reason. There is more to core strengths than I can cover in a couple podcast episodes. In addition to the motives and conflict piece, there's also a strengths piece. You learn which strengths you use most naturally in a team to get results and which strengths you may need to occasionally borrow to get your desired results. You can also create a team's portrait of your collective strengths for assessing work on projects. Finally, there is also an overdone strengths piece, which tells you which strengths you tend to overdo that may be causing conflict when working with others. This insight gives you the needed data to dial back that strength so that it's working for you instead of against you. So to recap, core strengths training stands out because it reveals what motivates people, improves communication instantly, helps prevent and navigate conflict, builds stronger teams, and offers immediate practical application. If you're a leader who wants more influence or you're building a team that needs more trust, clarity, and alignment, this training is a game changer. So thanks for joining me today. If this episode got you thinking about your team, share it with another leader you know, or reach out to me if you'd like to explore bringing core strengths to your organization. Simply go to my website, eliseboggs.com/core strengths for more info. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'll see you next time.
Like what you heard on today's episode and want to go deeper? Subscribe to this podcast so you never miss an episode. You can also pick up my book, Lead Anyone, on Amazon. Then, go to my website to check out ways that we can support your leadership goals. From executive retreats to customized training and coaching, my team of experts will help you level up your leadership and accelerate your results. Go to www.eliseboggs.com for more info.